In the news this week, ASU suspends strike. Nigerian youths react.
Guy, Alpha, they don't call off ASU strike.
Eh? Call off what? Call off strike. Is your strike the call off?
The Tigers captain Ike Diogo vows to revenge Afro-basket loss to Tunisia. Nigerians suggest alternative to Python dance. And now, it's the other news.
And here's your host, Okey Bakassi.
Yeah, thank you and welcome. It's another week and another edition of the show that dives into the pile of hard news and fishes out the fun stuff. It's the other news. My guest today is a member of the Lagos State House of Assembly, Honorable Folajimi Lai Mohammed. Thank you. On today's show, Presidents Talk and Pythons Dance. That and more, but first is the other news headlines. After being shut down for over a year, the Ladoke Akintola University of Technology, Ogbomoso, finally reopened last week. Then immediately joined the ASU strike and shut down again. We have a video of one of the students when he rushed to school last week thinking it had reopened. Exactly. But ASU said no, so he went back. Thank goodness ASU has called off their own strike. The Sultan of Sokoto says Nigeria will continue to remain one nation with one common goal. I suspect that goal is to continuously frustrate Nigerians. Nigerian legislators who are currently on recess have postponed the resumption date for the National Assembly. Can you blame them? After all, no be only the president get right to go on long vacation.
President Muhammadu Buhari is once again received at the Millennium Towers where he is lodged.
And now to other matters. Nigeria has announced $5.8 billion deal for record-breaking power project. The record being broken is for the number of times the contract has been awarded. Well, supporters of Senate President Bukola Saraki recently clashed outside a court in Ilorin with supporters of Omoyele Sowore, the publisher of Sahara Reporters. Let us thank both sides for giving unemployed Kwarans temporary employment. Part-time clashers. I salute you now. Fellow Nigerians, the president has left the country again. Hey, but fear not. No be London, he dey go. This time he's attending the United Nations General Assembly in New York. But after leaving New York, the president is slated to pass through London. No word on when he will be back in Naija. That's the debut when he reached London. Well, the UN General Assembly is an annual meeting of world leaders. They come with their entourage, make boring speeches.
The representative from Cameroon was rubbing his eye.
Or sometimes bombastic speeches. Then they party and go back to their countries and try to hold on to power so they can come back and do it again next year. Just like August meeting, but in September. See groove. Well, on President Buhari's previous 2 trips abroad, he left some key aides behind in Nigeria, and boys were not smiling.
It's a matter of my personal decision.
It's a matter of whatever. So this time, they were excited that he carried them along. So excited, in fact, that they began to say some really strange things once they landed in New York.
As Nigerians, the fact that our president is here in person is a big achievement.
Yeah. What an achievement. Yes, nice shirt, by the way, Uncle Femi. Enjoy your Easter code. Yeah. President Buhari's aides kept hyping the fact that he was slated to be the 8th speaker at this year's General Assembly. 8th. Such an achievement, even though our small brother Guinea was number 5 on that list. The federal government had been complaining about fake news and hate speech in recent days. So some crafty Nigerians decided to give them a combo. They put fake news and hate speech together and created a fake speech. Yeah, very innovative and well done. Anyway, Tuesday finally came and the president stepped up to the podium and gave a very strong speech about dealing with Nigeria's problems.
We will have no choice but to totally destroy North Korea. Rocket Man, major portions of the world are in conflict, and some, in fact, are going to hell.
Sorry, that was not our president. So President Buhari stepped up to the podium and gave a very strong speech about dealing with Nigeria's problems.
These inequalities and gaps are part of the underlying roots of competition for resources, frustration and anger leading to spiraling instability.
Yes, that's my president. Yes, I'm sure he was talking about Boko Haram. I'm sure.
North Korea.
Wait, did he say Northeast Nigeria?
North Korea.
Okay, but I can bet he used the opportunity to address the situation in Abia State, at least.
To contain the threat posed by Al-Qaeda.
Okay. Maybe it's our fault that the president does not want to talk about our problems in an international forum. The last time he tried it...
Calling you fantastically corrupt. What is your reaction to that?
Well, I think he's been honest about it.
Nigerians almost ate him raw. So this time, President Buhari talked about our problems small.
The international community came together within my own region to assist the countries and communities in the Sahel and the Lake Chad regions to contain the threat posed by Al-Qaeda.
Then he deflected from our problems by pointing fingers at North Korea. But Baba, play small with North Korea. I beg you, Kim Jong-un, they find where to test in missiles. Yeah, no put us for trouble. Never recover from Python dance. Hope we no go do nuclear dance. Yeah, my guest today is a lawyer and former company executive. In 2015, he was elected to represent Ikeja Constituency 1 in the Lagos State House of Assembly. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Folajimi Lai Mohammed. Make some noise. Yes. Welcome, sir.
How are you?
I'm good. Yes, I like it when I have very young and vibrant politicians come on this show. Now, as a lawyer, when you engage your constituents, how do you draw the lines between your candid opinion as an individual and party policy?
Well, you see, you would have to go with the policy of the party, first and foremost, because that is the structure in which has brought you there. However...
Take this handshake first. Okay, yes, I was trying to get you somewhere, but you're a good party man.
I try.
Okay. All right. Your father is a very popular politician. I know this one, you can't run away from me. I know how, as a man, you want to carry your own cross and face your own issues. But your father is a very prominent politician, so we can't run away from that. Do you feel you're living in his shadows or you're carving your own niche?
Well, most times I find myself having to try to surpass his achievements. I try to stand as Folajimi Lai Mohammed as opposed to Lai Mohammed himself. Okay. But you find out that it's a daunting task. It's extremely, there's a lot of requirements from you for you to be able to do more things that he has done. And more so, yes, sometimes you seem to live in the shadow. You want to do things, but they say it's because he's Lai Mohammed's son. Yeah. He has done that. So you find out that I'm put on my feet every day to see that I'm trying to stand and carve a niche for myself most times.
We'll take a break. We'll come back. Yes. We'll continue our conversation. But for now, we'll find out Why pythons are dancing in the southeast? It's still the other news. Thank you. It's still the other news, and we are talking to Folajimi Lai Mohammed, the honorable member representing Ikeja Constituency 1. Yes, you've been very successful so far, and I'm happy for you. What is the biggest issue in your constituency, Ikeja 1?
Well, you see, in my constituency, the wards vary. Okay. So I have about 8 wards. In each different constituents, in each different ward, there are peculiar issues. But one thing that cuts across all of it is unemployment.
Okay.
Poverty.
People want jobs.
People want jobs. People want to work. People can't eat. People can't feed. Of course, the little things that I can do to intervene, we do that.
What's your stand on godfatherism? I'm not looking at it from, no, don't go mentorship. I'm not going to let you escape from this one now. I'm not looking, no. When I talk about, there's nothing wrong about being somebody's mentor.
Absolutely.
There's nothing wrong about that. Don't take me there. That's for you want to smartly dodge.
No, I don't see, in the context of which I would term godfatherism as a mentor, there's nothing wrong, because you would always need guidance. You would always need someone with a sense of direction who would always put you in the right path. So to that extent and in that context of a mentor, I don't see godfatherism as wrong.
Folajimi, I will allow you to escape that one again. Okay. Okay. You are the chairman of the committee. Yeah. He deserves a round of applause. Yeah. You are the chairman of the Committee on Energy and Mineral Resources. Now, the demand for oil in the world is set to decline because of alternative energy. You know, recently in the UK, they said they are going to be manufacturing cars that will not run on petrol or diesel. So what it simply means for us back home in Nigeria, which our economy is dependent on oil, is that we are going to be losing revenue. Okay? Is there anything, I mean, you belong to that committee. I know that's on state level, but what are the plans?
Well, right now, with the recent discovery of oil in Lagos and Dahomey Basin, in the Badagry area, you'd find out that even the quantity of gas that was discovered is a bit more than that of the oil. You find out that they found about 650 billion cubic feet of gas here and with the oil. So for us, as the economy is diversifying and we're finding out there's a lot of reliance on other sources now, people have tuned going into agriculture, people have started looking for new things. I don't think it's necessarily, Lagos State particularly, who generates a huge IGR, the IGR.
Yes.
I mean, the oil part of it is an icing on the cake.
For Lagos.
For Lagos State.
Yeah, I'm proud of you. Yeah. Yes, that was Honorable Folajimi Lai Mohammed. Ladies and gentlemen, yeah, there's hope for the young in politics. Yeah, you agree with me. It was awesome listening to him. Now to other important matters. I am not happy, you know, with the thing that has happened to Kanu. It's a disgrace. A man who loved his people so much that even when he was in London, he kept inspiring us. He made us laugh. He touched our hearts. You know, he chopped so many insults from haters. And then he came home. What did Nigeria do? This is not what Kanu deserves. In fact, Papilo, I apologize on behalf of Nigeria. Okay, wait, you people thought I was talking about the other Kanu. No, I'm talking about Kanu Nwankwo, of course, Elias Papilo, the boy from Aba, who made us all proud on the field. But let us look at this tale of two Kanus. One talked about guns, but the other was a gunner. One proudly wore Nigeria's flag and won so many honors for her. The other is so disenchanted with Nigeria, he wants to break away. One calls Nigeria his motherland. The other called Nigeria his, you know now. Both of these Kanus are our brothers and our sons. My annoyance is that the military did not see it fit to go to Kanu Nwankwo's hometown and give him 21-gun salute to honor him for his services to our country. Instead, they went to the hometown of the other Kanu Maybe person been give them wrong address. And they went there and wasted bullets. An old woman once told Papilo, my pikin, I know say one day you go make us proud. Then she turned to the other one and said, my pikin, I suspect say one day you go there too proud. But before you people start sending me angry comments, tweets, we can agree on a few things. Whether you are wearing khaki or black, red, and green, at the end of the day, we are just human beings trying to put food in our stomachs. We do not know the full details of what transpired, but I want our young people to start thinking for themselves. My people, whenever somebody sends you to go and harm your fellow citizen, salute him and say, sir, then hold his hands and tell him, oh yeah, let's go together. The army named their operation Egweke 2. So the army can speak Igbo. Imagine if they had named it Nsowadiro 1 or Webe Belu Go Belu 2. Imagine if the army had brought bushmeat and the other people had brought palm wine. It would have been a wonderful party in the southeast. What a wonderful dance that would have been in the southeast. Ladies and gentlemen, it's still the other news. Keep watching. Okay. Here with the latest technology story is our senior tech correspondent, Binta Badmus. All right. Binta, what do you have for us today?
Hello, Okey.
Yeah.
I am super excited to introduce to you a new app
that
has been designed by the Other News Tech Department. Now, this app is set to revolutionize the way politicians communicate with regular Nigerians. I give you App I.
Apply.
Apply. A-P-P-L-E-Y-E. Apply.
Huh? That sounds good.
Yeah.
How does this work?
So, okay, this app takes words spoken by politicians and translates them into a language you and I can understand. So, this app translates politician into ordinary English.
Interesting.
Allow me to demonstrate how this works.
Please do.
We're going to play a series of videos with some common politician phrases. And this app will translate them into what they actually mean. So,
I'm beginning to like this. Go
ahead. The very first video.
Mr. President is not going to leave any stone unturned.
Government will leave no stone unturned.
Apply. Translate. Leave no stone unturned.
We will set up an expensive committee and put the report inside cupboard. Now I go tire.
This next one.
And the priority of this government right now is to ensure that we fight corruption.
We've all agreed we must fight corruption.
Apply. Translate. Fight corruption.
We are only going to talk about this fighting. If you want to see fight, go watch Chinese film.
How about this one?
Condemn in strong terms the recent spate.
Condemn in the strongest possible terms at all times hate speech.
Apply. So what does condemn in the strongest possible term actually mean?
We did not intend to take any action even though it's our work. We cannot come and kill ourselves, I beg.
This is very good. I have one.
Go ahead.
That is very commonly used by politicians. Dividends of democracy.
Apply. Translate dividends of democracy.
National cake, national chin-chin, and national small chops for politicians only.
Okay, I think I like this app.
It is wonderful, okay?
It's amazing.
Let's do this last one. It's my favorite. Apply. Translate. Fully committed.
We have more important things to do. Chop this gist and shift one corner.
Please, where can we get this app? Really? So we can get this app?
Don't cross the national red line.
Okay, I won't. Thank you very, very, very much. In fact, I love this app.
Well, what can I say, okay? Here are the other news. We are fully committed in engaging all stakeholders at efforts aimed at accessing the dividends of democracy.
And we think we know everything, but not just hustle we do.
Yeah. Anyway, I know that here at the Other News, we are committed to educating our audiences so that they can engage fully in all democratic processes.
We are just doing our work and waiting for month end.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, please a round of applause for Binta Badmus. Wow, that's amazing. Our special correspondent, Daniel the Humorous, has not been a happy man lately. Let us see what has been scratching his beer.
Hello? Mr. Easy. Ajibade. Yes, I'm calling you by your Nigerian name. Ajibade Tosin. Yes. So you mean after everything we did for you in this country, we accepted your music, gave you awards and endorsements, allowed you to headline our shows, even gave you our billionaire daughter, not Linda Ikechi, $10 daughter. You have the mind to say this about us.
Like it took my contemporaries like 5-6 years. Everybody just realized that, yo, what formula is Mr. Easy using? Okay, we're gonna end up doing it.
Easy. I want to be on your matter like skin tight. What kind of talk is that you're talking that everybody is copying you? Oh, you think that the world they revolve around your music, Abi? Because of 800,000 followers on Instagram. That's just like what? 790,000 more than my own. Hold up! Hold up! That people are copying your style. Are you the first? No. Are you the first? From the days of Alex O till now, the Nigerian music industry suffered copying. And only the sharp copycats take at it by force. Shout out to P Square. And then you say people are copying your style. And then for you, Run Town, you are busy attacking him. No. If everybody talk, Run Town, you too, you will talk. After singing different types from Galado to Banga to Bend Down Post, you did Mad Over You. That one called Walk. You don't want to leave that style again. All your songs afterwards now, from a Painkiller to For Life, all of you are using, you could bring Sakodi, but no say you don't turn full Ghana boy. Oh, yeah, move to Accra now, let's rest. Why won't Easy talk about you guys like that? When you now go and sing about Shito instead of Tatashi, what do you expect? And now you have confused everyone. Look at Mr. 2K from River State singing, Odo Yewe, Odo Yewe. Doesn't that is there anything about lover in River State that he cannot sing about? You people have not put the Nigerian music industry on a codeine diet. Everything very slow. Now we go to the club, we can't sweat again. Very soon, blues will rain now. We will rest. Maybe tomorrow, Terry G will carry microphone and begin to sing blues. And I can knock you up back. I won't knock you up back. Oh, knock him. What is all this? Everything just slow. Techno, Davido, all of you have followed them. And Nollywood too, when I follow for this state. Once somebody nails a very good role in Nollywood, they put you there permanent. Look at Kanayo, permanent ritualist. The man who sleep with all the widows in the village, Chinweta Lago. The woman who poisons all her son-in-law, Patience Osokwo. The fine girl for village who no get sense, Mercy Johnson. Look at this other one, Charles Okocha. Just because of small Igwe Tupac that sold platinum, he has turned to American citizen in Navy brand. Small TJ Joy, they came and said, I must shine when I must shine. I must shine when I must shine. The next thing now, this Charles have now. Igbo boy has now come. They tell the haters, shove it up in here. What is wrong with you? The same dance. You know they change dance. Even this our Okey Bakassi on this our show here. The only time you see him in Nollywood is when somebody wants to steal chicken for pepper soup or use yam and go and sell in the market. It seems like Nigeria as a whole has an issue with typecasting and copy. Perhaps that's why our political space is like that. Once somebody don't become something, we leave him. He should stay there. As it was in the beginning, so shall it be. Yawa without end. Don't say amen, no. Don't say amen.
Daniel the Humorous, you have to meet me outside. We need to talk now. Ladies and gentlemen, that's our show for today. Remember. Yes. Yeah, please. Thank you. Please remember, never fight a stranger in the dark. He may turn out to be your kingsman. Find us at The Other News CTV on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram. My name is Okey. I'm going out to deal with that.